video, you might have seen the Sri Lankan expressway use paper tickets for the entrance and exits of vehicles. So let's see how we can stop that. Let me present my project, Highway Buddy. So my name is Redefining by the way, and these are my team details. My project title is Highway Buddy app. My team name is Code in Sri Lanka, and I use this team name for a lot of competitions because I believe I am a little code ninja. So I'm in grade 4 and I study at St. Joseph's College, Vattala branch. So here's the problem. As my grandmother lives in Malambe, every evening we visit her, we usually use the highway. I noticed that every time we go enter the highway, my father gets a ticket. And after we exited the highway, we also get a ticket. So I realized that when a vehicle enters and exits the highway, there are 2 pieces of paper used. So when I told this to my father found out from the Road Development Authority that there are around 10 million vehicles using the Sri Lankan expressway per year. So one paper ticket is around 4 inches long. So and the vehicle uses 2 of them. So if we do a calculation for 1 year, if we put all those paper into a huge roll and stretch it, the paper roll will be 2032 kilometers long. Can you believe that? Even I can't believe that. So I learned at school that paper is made out of trees. And I also learned that protecting trees is one of the 17 United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. Particularly, number 15, it's life on land. So I've heard in these days, Sri Lanka doesn't have enough dollars to buy papers. So I thought of a way to stop all this paper from going to waste. So that is why I thought of my project. The technologies I use to create my projects are MIT App Inventor. Then, as you heard in the beginning, the project name is Highway Buddy. So Highway Buddy is the first free travel app designed for Sri Lankan highway travelers to make Sri Lanka highway travel more convenient, eco-friendly and safe. So Highway Buddy is also made to pay highway tolls contactless and paperless. So once the user registered, they can use it even if they don't have a mobile phone. So here are the features of my system. Here is the Highway Buddy homepage. So the system starts with the following navigation options. So the system has 2 different types of users. One is for the highway users and the other is for the highway staff. So here you can see a button called login. So if you click this button, it will direct you to the login screen. So you could enter username and the password and log in to that. So here and a little bit below that is the register. So if you click this, you can register as a new user. So then if you look at it again, at the bottom, a little bit of the bottom is the team login button. If you press this, it will direct you to the staff part of the app. So here, if you can see a yellow or sometimes orange button for you. So if you click that without even logging in, you can dial the highway emergency number. So that will come in handy if you get in an accident or or kind of trouble. So at the bottom you can see you can see an option. That option is for you to change the app to light mode or dark mode. So right now this is on light mode. If you switch the button on, if you switch the switch on, it will go on to dark mode. This is the Highway Buddy new user registration. So as I mentioned earlier, if you click the registration option, it will guide you to this screen. So a new user can be registered by adding the data that you need to add. So the data that you have input to Highway Buddy will be stored on a Google Sheet. So this is the Highway Buddy user login screen. Registered users can log into the system by clicking on the login button. This is the Highway Buddy user account. So once a user is registered, the system admin will generate a QR code on this website using the customer data, and the admin will create a user login detail to customer linking this QR code. The username and password will be sent to the user by the system admin. The users can use those details to log in. Once they log in, it will show the QR code as well as the vehicle details. So using the top-up button, his account, and it will be a future development of my project. History and warning buttons are used to generate account history and speed limit warnings while high speed driving. So this is the Highway Buddy top-up account. So the top-up option is made so you can add cash to this account and you can pay without any other payment mode involved except this. If when you scan the QR, the money that you have to pay will be deducted from this account. This is the Highway Buddy transaction history page. So using this page, you can look at the amount of money you have paid for the expressway for a given time period. You can also look at previous receipts as well. So this is the Highway Buddy speed limit warning page. So in this page, if you go beyond the speed limit or go too slow, it will pop up a warning message in this page. So for an example, if a vehicle goes over the speed limits, which is actually about 100 km per hour, it will give a warning. So if it goes below the speed limit, that which is actually I think it's about under 40 or 50 kilometers per hour, it's going to also pop up a message. But the person who's using it can even set up his own speed limit threshold personally with legal range. So this is the Highway Buddy team staff login. So once the staff member logs into the system, he has to choose in which interchange he's working in. After he chooses that, he has to choose if he's working in the entrance or the exit. So until he chooses the interchange he's working in, the start work buttons in the bottom will be disabled. So only after he chooses both will the button be enabled. This is the team staff entrance page. So once the staff member chooses the gate, if he chooses the entrance, he will be navigated to the screen that is shown. There is an option called scan QR. Once you click it, it will scan the QR of the highway user. So once the QR code is scanned, the vehicle details will be appeared on the system and the start to a button will be enabled to click. So this is the Highway Buddy team exit page. So once the staff member chooses the exit gate, he will be navigated to the below screen. So once a vehicle comes, he can scan the QR code and vehicle details will be shown below. Only after you scan the QR, the vehicle details will be shown. Before that, it will be blank. So after you click the Enter button, then only will the cash pay, the amount you have to pay, and the account balance you have, and the payment options will be shown. A vehicle comes up to the exit and the customer has topped up 1,000 rupees to his account. So then the person who works at the highway exit can ask the customer whether to pay with the app or whether to pay with cash. If he chooses app, the highway toll will be deducted from the account. And if he chooses cash, you could just pay with cash. So after the cash option is chosen, the system will generate a receipt for the payment. This is the receipt I was talking about. So once the receipt is generated, the staff can send it by clicking Send to Customer button on the bottom. So these are the challenges I faced when making my project. So since I'm still learning MIT App Inventor, I only know how to work with TinyDB. But there are multiple users. We cannot store all the data with the TinyDB. That is why we need a hosted database to perform all the functionalities that are there. I learned how to send data to a Google Sheet by searching on YouTube, but I could not figure out how to receive those data according to a given query on MIT App Inventor. So that is why I have left those features as future developments. So now is the most exciting part. Now it's time to see the system and the coding. And here it is. So right now I'm going to register new user screen right now. So I clicked on it and it's going to the screen. So I'm going to add the vehicle number as I'm going to put the vehicle number as CAB 2746, and then I'm going to put it as I think I'll put it as lorry, and the mobile number will be 077 227 6675. Okay, and the password I'm going to put it just for now. I'm going to put it as 12345, and I'm going to confirm the password as 12345. I'm going to submit. So as you can see the details I have entered have now been entered to the Google Sheet. So the vehicle number is cab. So the vehicle number right here is cab 2846, just like I entered. The vehicle type is a lorry, just like I entered again. And the mobile number is just like the one I entered. Now I'm about to go into the login. So right now I'm going to enter the mobile number. So as I told you earlier, I don't know how to take data from the Google Sheet. That's why I have given pre-given mobile number and password to it, and this is the code that I used to do it. Okay, let's get back to this. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm about to log in to it, and here we are. So you can see the QR. It take you to some other functions. So once you click the top up button, it will get it to the top up screen. As you can see, it's under construction. So the back button is working. Okay, now then the next button I'm going to show you is the warning screen. So here, just like the other one, it also has under construction sign. Okay, now let's go back and let me show you the history. So here it's also in under construction. So I go back. Now I'm going to dial the emergency number. Okay, now I'm going to click the button. Okay, now it works. Now I'm going to enter the team login. It just looks like the login screen also. So this one is also pre-given by the system admin. So I'm the system admin. Okay, I'm going to enter my name. Now I'm going to log in to it. So I log into it and it says hi Rion, which I didn't mention in my presentation. So I'm going to choose. As you can see, the start work button is not available right there. So I'm going to choose and change. So maybe I should choose I'm going to choose carded, and it works. So I'm going to see if this works also for you and here. So I'm going to go. Okay, here we go, and the scan QR, and it says, and now it's at the team entrance screen. So I have some QR codes here. So let me scan them. Okay, here. So here we go. And it has all the details from the vehicle number, La123 or what is something, and the vehicle type, the mobile number, and start to option is now visible because I scanned it. So maybe I'm going to start this tour. So I'm going to start the tour now. So it all went blank again, and I'm going to now go to the exit to show you. So I'm going to, instead of Kadaman, I'm going to pick Atrugiria, and then I'm going to move it around for you again and again, and then I'm going to go to exit. I'm going to start work. Okay, here it is. So it says to scan the QR because and everything is blank, like I sort of told you. And then here. Okay, now the vehicle number and the lorry and the vehicle type is here, and the N2 is also here. So I click the N2, and this is what there is. So it says it can show you the amount of money that you have to pay, and it is also have a pre-given account balance to show you. So here you could pay with that, like I told you, or you could pay with the cash. I'm going to pay with cash, and it says payment is successful. And now the receipt is generated. maybe I'm gonna click send to customer right now. Okay, and I went back to team member. This is the coding for the home page. So here is the home register button and home login button. That you know what they do. So here you can see I'm making a. Here you can see the team login button. What it does, and here's the global color. I've made a variable called global color. So this is all of this coding is to control the color, and this is made so to see if which side of the color it's on. So here's the button that calls emergency service. So that's all for this page. Now let's go to the registration page. Here I go. So here is the register submit button. So there's a lot happening in the submit button. So if the passwords are not equal, it shows password mismatch as an alert, and if they are empty, it shows please fill all the details. If one is empty, okay, so then it checks if the phone number at least has 10 digits in it. So if it doesn't, it says invalid phone number. And here is the code to send the data to Google Sheet, and here is the show message. So it shows congratulations, successful, and okay, and while text is okay, then I have to send. What I have to do is set all of those to empty, and then I have to make sure they are all enabled. Now then I have to work on this back button, so it goes to the home page. So here's the password. The variable called password is set to the password that we received from a text box. And this is the phone number, same thing. So here the reset, we set it all to blank like I did here. So then when the screen initializes, we see if the global color, the variable called we get. So I initialize the variable called color. That's the variable that I send that's when I get the start and I set it to start value. The start value is when I get it from the home page, the color. So I said this coding is all for the color, and that's all for this screen. Now let's go to the login screen. So this is first, it all like the register. It also sees, it also just looks at the color, but here I haven't used the variable, which is the same thing but different. And here is the predetermined code I showed you earlier. So if it's not that, it says invalid username or password. So if it shows, so then it shows the color to the login, another screen. Then the back screen is coding for back screen, and this is the coding for the back button, and this is the coding for the reset button. So this is the coding for the let's go to that. So now let's go to this. So when the screen initializes, it checks the color like it before, and here also just like that, just like on the screen, on the home page, it also calls the coding for how to call it, and here's the coding for the top up, and here's the coding for the warning and the user history, and the back button here. So here let's go to which one is it again? I'm searching for this. Here we go. This one. So this is the code for team login. So here is the color, and here is the team username set to hello. That it's set to hello, for that's like a default. So then shift it says to no, because we haven't done it in initializes. And then here's the code for the pre-given username and stuff. Okay, here let's go to team location here, and you can see when. So here you go. This is what the coding for when it initializes. Then it says MySpace. The username you have given. Then it says when button on click. This is the coding for the shift. I did it different from the changing of the colors. Okay, here we go. This is the coding for the shift. Here I've initialized 3 variables: the time now, shift, and location. And here is the list view. This is the after picking. After picking, it shows the button on. Okay, now let's go to team entrance. There's a lot here. So it says when the screen on initializes, the visibility of all the buttons and stuff are set to false. Visibility of button 1 is set to false. Button 1 is the scan is the start tour button. Then here we have the scan QR button here. I've also made 3 variables here: time, entry date, and location. When the button 3 is clicked, it's the back button, it goes to team login, and then this is for the start tour. So you can you set all labels text to blank, and then here you get the time and the date. And here is for the coding for the after scan. I have split all it to get the results. And now let's go to team exit. So here's the code for team exit. I have done a lot here, so let's do it. Start from here. When the barcode scan is done scanning, it splits the results, and it sets all of these buttons and arrangements to visible. Then here, when it initializes, all of them are not visible. So I'm gonna go. So here I have made 10 variables: amount, balance, tour time, average speed, and distance. Exit IC, which is actually the location, and the date, exit time, and tour start calculation. So this is the coding. This is the coding for the scan QR. I think you already know that. Here is the coding for when you click into it. It also gets the date and the time also. So then the global, so then it checks if the global, so then I have set like a calculation. So if what the location is Kadawata, it's going to set the global to a calculation to 0. If it's Kaduela, it's going to set it to 9.3, and if it's Atrogiri, it's going to set it to 15.1, and if it's Ottawa, it's going to set it for 19.9, and if it's Dua, or it's going to set it to 26 point. It's the number of kilometers from Kadawata to Delhi. The other stuff you can see horizontal arrangement is true, and it's also true, and you know that they are all visible now, the payment options and stuff. Now the global amount, we set the global amount, it's also pre-given. We are going to, that's also about like a future development to give the amount also. And then this is a variable, so the variable text is set to the label text, and then the account balance is set to LKR joined to the global balance. So okay, so only thing right done here is the back button. Let me see the designer. This is the send to customer button. It's the back button for now, but update it later. So that's the end of my presentation, and thank you for watching.